Right. And I'm just going to wait just a minute or two to get this piece going. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all New Jersey students, sponsored by the New Jersey Association of College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started today. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you, so you do need to use that Q&A function in Zoom. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so you can be sure to check out the full schedule. That's at NJACAC.org/virtual-fair. This presentation and all others are being recorded, and they'll be available within about a week at the same website, NJACAC.org/virtual-fair. I'm now going to go ahead and turn it over to our presenters.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and share our screen. Can everybody see the screen? Good. Okay. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us for the Bloomfield College information session. So myself and Mark are just going to kind of introduce ourselves real quick. Okay, so my name is Taylor Kirkpatrick. I'm an admissions counselor at Bloomfield. I normally work with students from Union all the way to Cape May, Burlington, Cumberland, Gloucester, Salem, and Somerset counties as well. And I'm also the EOF liaison at Bloomfield College as well.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Mark Ruff. I'm the Assistant Director of Admission and Campus Visitation at Bloomfield College. My territory is anyone from Hudson County, as well as select high schools in Essex County. So some of the big ones in Essex County would be any of the VOTECs, Orange High School, University High School, Eastside High School. Oops. So a little bit about Bloomfield College. We are New Jersey's only four-year predominantly Black institution. We are also a Hispanic serving institution as well as a minority serving institution. About 95% of our students receive some form of a grant, scholarship, or financial aid. So we will talk a little bit about financial aid at Bloomfield College. But just to give you guys a heads up, our sticker tuition price is about $30,680. That is a sticker price. You're not going to pay $30,000 to attend Bloomfield. Taylor and I will go into details about that. But just to give you guys a little bit of heads up regarding how much our tuition is. We are a small school, so we have about 1,700 students, and our student to faculty ratio is 14:1, and our average class size is about 15 students. We do have the lowest tuition rate of any New Jersey four-year private institution. We're ranked 14th in the nation in diversity. Diversity can be in the form of all shapes, cultures, religions, you name it, we have it. We are #1 in the state for moving students forwardly economically, which basically that means that we're helping students move forward in their socioeconomic status. And just to let you know, we're founded in 1868, and we are located in Bloomfield, New Jersey.
So just getting a little bit into the academics. So these are the programs that we offer here at Bloomfield. So we have over 60 majors offered. So just to get into business, business covers accounting, business administration, which is management, marketing, economics, and then we also have computer science, human resource management, and network engineering that all fall within the business department. With our accounting, we have what's called a 4+1 program. So 4 years undergraduate, 1 year master's. You would apply for the master's program about your junior year of college. If you are accepted, you start some of your master's courses in your senior year. You come back the following year for your 5th year, and you finish your undergraduate in your master's. So instead of graduating from Bloomfield and attending another school for your master's, you can continue at Bloomfield with that master's education with all the same professors that you had within your undergraduate career at Bloomfield. Then we're going to go into our creative arts and technology. So this is my favorite department to talk about because I think that it's so cool how gaming has become such a big thing in today's society. So with creative arts and technology, that covers animation 2D, 3D, expanded media, which is videography and photography kind of mixed together along with expanded media, game design, which is ranked #1 in the state. So we have the #1 game design program in the state of New Jersey, graphic design, interactive multimedia and the World Wide Net, music technology, and game programming. So a good thing about Bloomfield is we understand that not everybody is getting the hands-on experience in high school with taking those classes that would be geared towards creative arts and technology. So if you apply to Bloomfield, you just have to meet the general requirements when it comes to creative arts and technology, and you're automatically accepted into the program. So we don't require a portfolio for any of our CAT programs. So if you're interested in game design, then definitely apply to Bloomfield because you would starting your freshman year within creative arts and technology. Then we're going to move into education. So we have early childhood, elementary, and secondary. So with education, we put you in kind of what's called a pre-praxis course because you need to pass the praxis in order to start the education program, to start those education classes. So we put you in kind of a pre-praxis course to help you get past that test. So it's basically kind of like a study prep. Once you're in the program, we do start putting you into classrooms starting your freshman year of college. So in the fall semester, you'll start kind of getting into that high school, elementary, preschool type of setting. So you'll start with kind of shadowing the teachers. Then once you get into more of your sophomore, junior year, you might kind of work with small groups of students, say in the back of the classroom, depending on what topic you want to do. Then you'll start to see those small groups. Then once you go into your senior year, is when you'll start your student teaching. So you would be in a classroom within whatever setting you are most interested in doing, whichever subject, and you would be doing that in your senior year. Then we get into humanities, which is English, creative writing, media communication, history. So again, none of our majors require an audition, essay, anything like that. It's just the general requirements for Bloomfield. Then we go into natural science and mathematics. So that covers biology, chemistry, biochem, clinical laboratory science, medical laboratory science, and medical imaging. So clinical and medical would be more of sitting in a lab and doing blood samples, urine samples, so more of the testing aspect, where with medical imaging, it would be more of radiology, x-rays, ultrasounds. That's more of the imaging aspect of it. So if you're interested in any of those careers, we do have them as 4-year majors. Then we go into our nursing program. So at Bloomfield, our nursing program is a little bit different from other schools. So we're what's considered a non-direct nursing program. So what that means is we don't have a GPA or SAT requirement because we're not accepting any students out of high school into our nursing program. So what that means is, again, you would have to meet the general requirements for Bloomfield. So those general requirements are a 2.5 GPA or higher, where SAT, ACT optional, so we do not require them for acceptance, 2 letters of recommendation, and your personal essay. If you are accepted into Bloomfield based off of the general admissions requirements, then you would be what is considered undecided with an interest in nursing. What that means is that when you're meeting with advising, they're making sure that you're taking the prerequisites for nursing. So the prerequisites for nursing at Bloomfield are English and math. We don't have developmental English or math, so you're going to go straight into a college level course. Anatomy 1 and 2, a nutrition class, your freshman year experience class, and maybe 1 or 2 other prerequisites that you would need throughout all 4 years of Bloomfield. If you have a 2.8 GPA and you test in the 50th percentile or higher for the TEAS exam at the end of your freshman year, is when you would be considered for the nursing program. So we let all of our students come into Bloomfield with a clean slate when it comes to our nursing program. So if you are interested in nursing, but you don't have the GPA or the SAT scores for a direct entry, definitely look into a non-direct entry nursing program. Then we go into social and behavioral sciences, and this is where it goes more into government, psychology, sociology, criminal justice, human service studies. Majority of our majors do require an internship in order to graduate. So if you're looking into criminal justice, you can always internship with the courthouse, Essex County Police, Bloomfield Police. We're basically right up the street from Orange, Newark, West Orange, so any of those towns that you would want to internship with, you're more than welcome to do that. Now we're going to go into some resources at Bloomfield. So make sure that when you're looking at colleges that you can see the researches that they're offering you. So at Bloomfield, like I said, we have advising, so that's your advisor all 4 years, and they're going to make sure that you're taking all of the classes that you need in order to meet your graduation requirements. Career development. So if you're looking to get an internship or a job after graduation, you would work with our Career Development Center. And from there, they'd be able to guide you in the right direction. We also have a closet on campus that students can use that has all interview clothes. So if you find that you don't have the interview clothes or you kind of just need something last minute, you can go to the closet in the Career Development Center. We do have tutoring on campus, and it is 100% free. Majority of our tutors are our current students, so they have had the same professors as you, so they know their teaching styles. That's one great thing about having going to a small college, is that majority of our tutors have had the professors that you have. So whether it's math, science, English, they most likely have had that professor so that they can help you with the way that they were able to teach themselves in helping you when it comes to the tutoring. We also have services for students with disabilities. So if you have an IEP or you need any accommodations within the classes, you would work with services for students with disabilities. We have health services. We have our honors program. Our honors program is not a separate application. So if you apply to Bloomfield, either Mark or myself are able to evaluate you for the honors program. So it is during admissions. EOF is a fantastic program. I'm an EOF alumni, so I went through the program. At Bloomfield, it is about a 4 to 5 week summer program. It does have a grant component, so you will have to go through a separate interview, and you would have to financially qualify for the program as well. If you are accepted into EOF, again, it is about a 4 to 5 week summer program. It's about the entire month of July. This summer, unfortunately, we couldn't have the students come to campus, but normally you would live on campus for those months. You would move in on Sunday and leave on Thursday. So you had Friday and Saturday to kind of go back home, you know, have a job, work, things like that. I always say that if you are eligible to be considered for EOF, definitely apply for it, because you never know if you can qualify for it. And if you are in EOF, it's more than just a program. It's more of a family, I always say. We have our Summer Leap program, which again, it's a program that Bloomfield offers for students that fall below our GPA requirement. So if you do fall below that 2.5 GPA, still apply to Bloomfield, because then we can refer you to one of our programs. So you can either go through EOF or you can go through LEAP. Summer LEAP program, again, it's about a 3 to 4 week summer program. You take English, math, and kind of an intro to college course. Once you successfully complete the program, then you would become a Bloomfield College student at the end of the program. A cool thing that we offer at Bloomfield is our free summer program. It's available to all accepted students that apply to Bloomfield and get accepted. If you do the free summer program, you earn free college credits, and I do mean free college credits. You do not have to pay for them. So again, it is a 3 to 4 week summer program. You're going to take English and math and kind of an intro to college program. You do receive a free calculator as well, along with those free college credits. So a lot of our students do take advantage of that, because when you walk on campus for the first day of classes, you're already starting with some college credits. So it's definitely a great program. And if you do come to Bloomfield and you're accepted, I highly suggest doing that program. We have McNair, Trio Stars, the VIP Commuter Club. And like I said before, we have no remedial classes. So we offer the placement test online. So the math portion is timed out an hour. The writing portion is unlimited. So you can take as much time as you need to write your essay. If you want to have your English teacher look it over for you, that's perfectly fine. We encourage it. Depending on where you place when it comes to your placement test is what type of college level course you would be placed in. So if you test on the lower portion of English, you might have the class maybe 3 to 4 times a week with a tutoring aspect that's attached to the class. Where if you test on the higher side of math, you might have the class twice a week with no tutoring. So it just depends on what type of college level course that you're placed into based off of your placement test scores. But you would be going into a college level course starting your freshman year. Just going into a little bit of the jobs and internships that some of our students have had. So MTV, it's been behind the cameras and on the website. So we've had students on both sides of MTV. The White House was under the Obama administration. We've had a student internship with Nickelodeon on the Dora the Explorer show, who was an animation major. We've had students go and work with Naughty Dog Company, and I'm going to age myself a little bit, but they have made Crash Bandicoot, and they've made Uncharted. So all of our students are doing big things. Another one of our students, which is a chemist's absolute dream, is to get an internship and job at Exxon, which is a big chemical company. So one of our students was lucky enough to go and internship with them. So it just shows that we're giving them the experience that they need in the classroom to help them succeed once they hit graduation or even their internships.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Taylor. So college is much more than just a classroom experience. Academics, obviously, it is the most important thing about college. That is why you're going to school, to further your education. However, you also want to gain experience outside the classroom and become a student leader. So here at Bloomfield College, we have over 30 clubs and organizations that are active on our campus. Clubs and organizations can range from Student Government Association, the Black Student Union, the Association of Latin American Students, Show Your Colors, which is our Gay Straight Alliance, Women of Success, Male Empowerment Network. The list goes on and on. If there's not a club or organization that you would like to see here at Bloomfield College, don't be afraid to get it started. So you can definitely head into our student center, go right to our student life office, talk to our Student Government Association, and they will help you get the funding for that new club or organization on our campus. I promise you guys, there is a club organization that is available for all of you, regardless of what your interest is. You just need to be able to step outside of your comfort zone, meet new people, and get involved. That is the best way for you to improve your leadership skills. When you guys do go for apply for a job in the future, employers are going to ask if you were involved in a club or sport. They're not only going to ask or care that you got a 4.0 GPA. They want to see if you were president of student government, or if you started that new club organization, or you were captain of the dance team. So definitely make sure you guys step outside your comfort zone and join a club. In addition to our traditional clubs and organizations, we do have Greek life on our campus as well. So right here is a list of about our 17 organizations on campus. The main ones that we have are the Divine Nine organizations. A lot of them pride themselves in their different philanthropies, and our Greek organizations are some of the most active organizations on our campus. So you will see their rocks right by the student center. You'll see our organizations wearing their letters proudly. So if you're interested in joining Greek life, you can definitely find them in our student center as well. And college also, well, Bloomfield College also offers residence life. So the building on this screen, that is Franklin Street Residence Hall. But, you know, that is our newest residence hall on our campus. However, we do have 2 traditional freshman residence halls. Both buildings are named Klee and Schweitzer. They are community style. So what does that mean? That means that when you enter the building, in your rooms, it's going to be you and your roommate, 2 beds, 2 desks, 2 dressers. The bathroom is going to be down the hallway, so you will share that restroom with your floor mates. It is no longer that single restroom that you're thinking with like 5 showers, 5 toilets, 5 sinks, all these stalls, and you're like, I want my privacy. No, we have individual restrooms available for you guys in those buildings. So there will be 1 shower, 1 toilet, 1 sink. So you still get your privacy. The bathroom is cleaned multiple times throughout the day by the college. You just need to provide your own toiletries, such as soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, towels, etc. All of our residence halls have Wi-Fi, so don't worry about that. And as you guys do move throughout the years, your housing definitely does improve. So we also have another building called 225, which is suite style. And in that suite style building, it's 2 bedrooms with a small kitchenette and a bathroom. And it's about 4 people to 1 bathroom. All right. At that point, you do need to clean your restroom because you are now in a suite. So just make sure that you and your roommates create like a cleaning schedule, whatever works best for you guys, to make sure that that area is nice and clean. And then Franklin, which was in that last picture that you guys saw, is our Beverly Hills of Bloomfield College. That's what I like to call it. And essentially, it is apartment style. So now you have 4 bedrooms in 1 apartment. You have your full living room, your full kitchen, and there's 2 bathrooms in those apartments. All right, so now you have 8 people in 1 area. All right, once again, you need to clean that bathroom. In that building, you have luxury amenities ranging from a fitness center to a game room to a theater. There's a rooftop courtyard. There's multiple lounges, a multi-purpose room. So like I said, as you guys move up, housing definitely does improve. And then athletics. So we are a Division II institution, all right, which means that we do offer athletic scholarships. Right here is a list of all of our NCAA Division II sports that we offer. If you're interested in playing a sport at Bloomfield College, you first need to make sure that you are registered with the NCAA Clearinghouse. So if you simply just Google NCAA Clearinghouse, fill out their forms, meet their requirements, and then you can go to our Bloomfield College athletics page, and then you want to fill out the prospective student athlete questionnaire. Once you fill out that questionnaire, that will put you into our athletics database, and our coaches will be able to reach out to you like that way. Without registering with the NCAA or filling out that prospective student athlete questionnaire, our coaches may not get in contact with you. Because we are a Division II institution, we compete at a very competitive level, and our coaches are recruiting not only in Essex County or in the state of New Jersey, they're actually recruiting internationally. We have a lot of students that come from Europe, Australia. We have students from Puerto Rico that come here, Canada, Hawaii. So it's not just New Jersey students. So if you are interested in playing a sport, you want to hop on this right away. And then additionally, we offer esports, which just started last year, and we have a brand new esports center in our student center. And then admission. Taylor, I'll talk about admission. All right. So a little bit about the admission process. You can apply online right now at bloomfield.edu/apply, and you just need to fill out the application. We are also on the Common App. So if you want to apply via Common App, you can definitely do that as well. If you're interested in applying with our Bloomfield College application, I will give you guys the fee waiver code right now. So it is BCVIP. Once again, BCVIP, as in very important person. Right? With your application, you want to submit your high school transcript. We need 2 letters of recommendation. Those letters of recommendation can come from your school counselor, a teacher, a boss, as long as it's not mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. We just want to get to know you guys a little bit more from a third party. And then you can also submit your essay or your personal statement. And I believe Taylor mentioned this a little bit earlier. The personal statement is, why are you interested in Bloomfield College? What are your goals in life? Why do you want to go to college in general? It could be a high school essay that you might be writing right now as a high school senior, and you can have your teacher grade that essay and submit it to us and have someone take a look at it. We just want to see what your writing style is. And then we are an SAT and ACT test optional institution. So that means we do not require standardized test scores to be considered admitted into the institution. We are looking for about a 2.5 GPA. That is an 80, that is a B- on your transcript. If your GPA does fall below the 2.5 minimum criteria, don't be discouraged. Definitely still apply to the institution because like Taylor mentioned earlier, we do have special admission programs, whether it is EOF through the EOF grant or our LEAP summer program. And if you do believe that your SAT scores do represent you more academically as opposed to just your GPA, definitely submit your SAT scores as well. So you can have that 2.2, 2.3 GPA, but have an awesome SAT scores 1,000 or higher, you definitely want to submit your scores. So we in the admission office, we're here to help you guys. If we believe your SAT scores are going to help you be admitted, we're definitely going to sit down with you and talk to you about that.
And just to kind of go off what Mark said, so with us being test optional, we do have 3 testing options at Bloomfield that you can choose on your application. So one is I want my test scores used, which means that we have to use them in your decision. 2, I do not want them used, which means that even if you submit them, we are not allowed to use them in your decision. Or 3 is I allow Bloomfield to choose for me. So what that means is you give my or Mark the opportunity to see what's best for you. So like he was explaining, if you have a 2.2 with 1,000 SAT score, we're going to have you use your SAT scores because it may help you with getting that acceptance based off of a 2.2 GPA. The best way that I like to explain it to students is if you have a 2.8 GPA with a 1,200 SAT score, we're going to use your SAT scores because that is the possibility of more scholarship money. Whereas if you have a 3.9 GPA and a 900 SAT scores, we most likely won't use your SAT scores because your GPA is already so high and it will give you the most amount of scholarship money that you're qualified for. So always make sure that you, even if you do fall below that GPA requirement and you have good SAT scores, definitely submit them to us even if we are test optional. So going into a little bit of financial aid. So like Mark said earlier, we are the lowest tuition rate for a 4-year private school in the state of New Jersey. So like he said, without housing, we're about $30,600. With housing, it bumps it up to about $43,000. Obviously, I don't have $43,000 to pay for housing and tuition. I know Mark doesn't have that. So none of our students are paying that full amount. 95% of our students are receiving financial aid. Majority of our students are full Pell Full Tag students, which means that they're getting the full financial aid from both the government and the state. So when you're filing your FAFSA, which is now open, it's been open since October 1st, that is what's going to give you your federal aid. So that's your Pell Grant. Once you submit your FAFSA, if you are applying to any schools in the state of New Jersey, as soon as you file that FAFSA, you're going to want to file your HESA. Your HESA is what's going to give you your tag, which is your state aid. Once you submit both of those, it's going to come to our financial aid office and they're going to see what your EFC is, which is your expected family contribution. This is what the government sees based off of your financial aid and everything that you submitted through the FAFSA. And this is what they think that you guys can contribute to Bloomfield. So I know for myself, when I was filling out my financial aid, my EFC was $0. So the government basically thought that I couldn't give anything towards the tuition, basically. At Bloomfield, if you do plan on commuting and you have an EFC of $5,500 or below, we are going to try to bring your cost down to $3,500 for the full year. So that's not semester, it's for the full year. So students can either take out their $3,500 loan, they can either pay the full amount, or they can do a payment plan, because I know loans are very scary for a lot of people. So a lot of students are opting not to take their loans. So you can do a payment plan, or you can pay it in full. But definitely make sure that you're both filing your FAFSA and your HESA. Even if you don't think that you're going to be applying to any schools in the state of New Jersey, just submit it as a backup, because you never know. You know, if say you come visit Bloomfield when we can have people visit and you absolutely fall in love with the campus, you already have the HESA filed, so that all you have to do is just add Bloomfield to your FAFSA. That's basically all you have to do when it comes to the FAFSA, is you fill out the FAFSA and then you add the schools that you want it to be set to. If for some reason, you know, you can, on the FAFSA, you can add up to 10 schools. If you choose not to put Bloomfield on there at first, that's totally fine. If you get a financial aid letter from another school, you can take them off your FAFSA and put Bloomfield back onto it.
So typically this time of year, we would like students to visit campus. Obviously, you guys would want to go visit as many campuses as possible. So currently, right now, as I'm speaking, we are still doing virtual tours. So you can visit our website, bloomfield.edu/visit, and we'll bring you to our visit page. We offer virtual tours every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. We do have virtual information sessions, and hopefully very soon we will open up our doors and have in-person tours back on our campus, safely, socially distanced, and all of us wearing our mask. So definitely, you know, take advantage of visiting Bloomfield College. You can actually interact with our storytellers, our student ambassadors, and they will tell you their story about Bloomfield College. They will tell you what their favorite food is, what it's like being a commuter student, what is it like living on campus. I'm president of Student Government Association, or I'm a student athlete. Feel free to ask them any questions, and you will hear what it is truly like to be a Bloomfield College student. Awesome. So that is it for Taylor and I. If anyone has any questions right now, feel free to put it in the Q&A. And you are always more than welcome to send Taylor or I an email or text us whenever you have any questions. So if you have any questions now, feel free to put it in the Q&A and we'll get those answers to you.
They can be general questions about admissions, college in general, the college process. Mark and I are here to kind of help you through the entire process, and especially with financial aid as well. I know we covered that. So if you have any questions about admissions, financial aid, or even student life, Mark and myself, we see our student workers every single day. Mark works with them very personally, so we know kind of what they are involved with on campus.
All right, if there are no questions, like I said, definitely reach out to Taylor and I. Take a screenshot of our contact information. Our doors are always open. We're always here. Literally, if you text us, it goes to our cell phones. So definitely reach out to us. We're a small, close-knit community, and we love working with our prospective students, and we hopefully will see you guys on campus shortly.
Thank you so much for doing this today.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey where we can collect any feedback that you can provide. We very much appreciate it. This video will be available in a recording in about a week at NJACAC.org/virtual fair. And thank you so much. Have a great day.
You as well.
Have a good one.